Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back to MBM Billiards Productions. Tonight we're bringing you a special one. I got Chad Shorty McDaniels against Dana Knight. As you will see coming up, Chad is a rather unique player that you will see when the video comes up. These are their stats. This is Chad's stats over the last couple years. 87 matches, 2 breaking runs, 7 on the snaps. 7-9 on the snaps. These are just for his 9-ball because that's what we're watching tonight. And this is Dana's over the last 2 years. 224 matches played in the last 2 years. And 14-9 on the snaps and 120-0. That's what a shutout is. Dana plays quite a bit. Dana is at the table already. Chad is getting ready. You'll see here shortly. You'll see his stick right there. Now this is a special match because Chad, when I first started playing APA 20 years ago, playing pool period 20 years ago, it's rather mind-boggling to me actually still to this day how good he is when you see his disability. As you can see, that is Chad coming in there right into screen. I don't know Chad's exact disease that he was born with, but it was obviously a physical defect. But Chad is a 5. At one point, I want to say he was even a 6 and 9 ball. I mean, honestly, it is the best way to say it is it's motivating that when you meet someone like Chad who is in life is just successful all the way around, there really are zero excuses to not do what you want and be your best at it and enjoy life all at the same time. And here we go. Chad breaks. He broke dry. As Dana comes to the table, we will get this going. I'm trying a new scorekeeping thing down here in the bottom. Forgive the handwriting. It's terrible. I have terrible handwriting. Won't even try and say I have good handwriting. But I'm trying this, and I want to see how it, what you guys think, how it works. I will be marking the score. You'll see down on there as it goes along. And be keeping score actively through the whole match. I'm pretty sure that was a safety by Dana. I did not mark safeties. I was just marking innings and balls pocketed. And here's Chad's first attempt at the table. Chad also has a movie being made about him and his life. I know it's in the middle of production at this point, but he's really excited. Chad has been to Vegas a multitude of times for wheelchair, for singles, for teams events. He is a huge catalyst to why most of his teams have gone. He is a exceptional 5. He will give any player a run for their money at his skill level. And within a skill level one way or the other. I've played him a couple times, and I can tell you as a 9, it is a extremely tough match. Chad tried to kick 2 rails there, missed it, clipped the 3 right past it. That's a hard 2 rail. Dana, here we go with ball in hand, pockets the 2 in the side. I personally would not have rolled to there. I would have tried to actually shot the cue ball down in this bottom right corner and then shot the 3 into the side where the 2 just went. That way I could roll across for the 4. It's just a little more natural without having to do anything extra, if you will. But you know, everybody shoots their way. He's shooting the 4 here in the side. 5 ball looks like it probably goes by the 9 ball. 4 is down, so it's 0-4 Dana currently. Dana's a pretty solid player. He's a 4. He's actually going to Vegas this year. This match will be being published the week that all the teams are headed to Vegas, or the weekend before, roughly. The week before, sorry. 5 down. Oh, and misses the 9. He had a good shot at the 7 too. Left Chad here a little interesting. Let's see what Chad can do here. But yeah, I've never actually had the pleasure of playing Dana. He's a solid shot. We play on a couple nights together. I mean, obviously, as a 7-9, I don't play too many 4s. It does happen. I actually had to play one this week in 9-ball, and it is an extremely tough match. Wow, that's a great shot, Chad. Great shot. Good shape too. I would, obviously prefer a little higher, but that's not, that's solid shape. Center top. You cut it into that top left pocket from here, from our angle. Just play center top and just nice natural roll. Come straight over to this 8-ball. You really have no fear of scratching as long as you don't put bottom on this. You see Chad's bridge there. There was a gentleman, I don't remember where he's from. Chad told me at one point, but he custom made those bridges to slide over all of Chad's cues. He has one for each of his cue. They do wear out. He's had to have them replaced a few times because at one point Chad was playing pool a lot. He has actually simmered down a little. He's kind of slightly retired right now and just enjoying his time with his wife, who is sitting in the other wheelchair over there. Allison, she's a sweetheart also. Dana here plays, actually, I believe he started playing pool because of his wife, girlfriend, Amanda. Amanda used to be on one of my teams, and I'm 90% certain she got him to start playing pool. Oh, that was a really good attempt at that bank. I don't think Chad can see the edge of that 8, so I'm going to assume that he's going to have to kick at that. I would kick at this 2 rails if I can't see the edge of the 8. If I can see the edge of the 8, I'm trying to play the edge of the 8, come bottom rail, side rail, and try and leave the 8, 9, and cue ball all in a line and do my best to do that. He's lining it up. He might be able to see the edge of this. I don't know. You'll see a couple times. Maybe we'll get lucky. You'll see his, he's got this crazy extension for his cue when he has to get into the middle of the table. And I want to say the extension's got to be 2 feet long. And it screws right into the end of his butt. Whoever the cue maker is, his cue made it for him. He's got a custom cue. That's another thing. Chad is oh man, almost made that on the side. Just caught the point of that side and went straight down the rail. That wasn't a bad shot from Chad either, though. He left him long and hard, didn't leave him anything dead straight, which is always, a good rule of thumb if you don't have a good high-quality shot. Let's see what Chad can do here, lining this up. That was a good try. Tough shot. Not an easy shot there. I know a lot of people like to think that that is. But in the realistic world of average pool players, that shot from that angle down the rail is probably on the high side of 65 or 70% chance shot of being made. On the high side, like realistically, it's probably closer to a 50-50 shot because it's an easy shot to hang. Like you can hit it a little too heavy and catch the long rail and then the point of the pocket and hang it. You can overcut it. It's a very easy ball to miss. So, that's a difficult shot. Chad here looks like he might have, a good angle, though, to pocket this 8 and come 1 rail right back up to the middle of the table, it looks like. Nice stroke there. Good little shot. Came up a little short, but that's doable. That's not too terribly hard of a cut. Probably a 30 to 40% cut right there. 40-degree cut, sorry. As always, we are filming in Island Breakers. That, in my opinion, is one of the top 2 bars in Brevard County. You have Island Breakers and Pooley's in Palm Bay. Island Breakers is my home bar. The entire bar is filled with Gold Crown 4s. They are amazing tables. These tables are so much fun to play on. The 8-footers are traditional pockets, which I believe are 5-inch. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe they're 5-inch. But the 9-footers here that they have, the 2 9-footers are 4 1/4. Oh, there we go. Good break. Pockets, forgive me, I'm colorblind, but I believe that was a 7-ball. I'm not 100% sure. It was the 6 or the 7. I am red and green colorblind, to remind you. So 9-ball, when I play 9-ball, I do a lot of looking at numbers to make sure I'm hitting the right balls. He's got the 1 right there. Definitely a makeable shot. Well, let's see what he comes up with here. You'll see Chad, if you watch his wheelchair, he has to kick his little controller out of the way every time he gets to the table to get it out of the line of his stick. Oh, nice pocket speed. Look at that. Man, that was probably one to roll a little further because you definitely don't want to be bridged over a ball like that, but it's a good shot. Good cue control, you know, trying to make sure he doesn't get onto the wrong side of the ball, which is always key. If you also look at his custom bridge, the legs on one side are longer than the other for this exact reason. So that way he can try and get over the edges of balls. Now, as you saw there, he accidentally nicked the 3 a little. What they really should have done is, even though it only moved a 1/4 of an inch, the 3 ball should have been moved back just a little. But, you know, it's league. They chose not to do it. That's really kind of up to them playing. But according to the APA rule book, it is supposed to be moved back no matter what. That was a great shot on that 2 ball. Down the rail in the hole. Look at Chad making a run here. I mean, we're 5 innings in. Little, obviously, first game jitters to get through, but man, kind of getting on a little roll here, you know, up 9-5. Chad getting his little adjustments in. Nice ball, very well pocketed, good speed. Look at that, 2 rails, comes out to the middle of the table. I mean, you really can't ask for more than that. Looks like he's looking at his angle, seeing what he likes. He's gonna figure out how he wants to attack this. And I would personally be playing this in the same pocket by the 6 if it goes. If it doesn't go, then you obviously, it's not even a choice. You gotta go the direction he did. What a shot. Oh, tell me, yes, he nudged the 8 out of the way. What a shot, what a shot. You know, this is what I'm talking about. I mean, you get, you know, people get so discouraged because they miss balls and stuff like this. And you should, you know, if you love this game, it's good. You know, I don't ever fault players for getting discouraged because it means you take it seriously. But you just, you know, when you watch him play, oh, that was a really good attempt. He hit it good too. He got to this side for the 8, got a good roll out of it too. Got a good roll out of it. But, you know, you just, there really is just, you know, it's, there's no reason to not play. I mean, this is an example of this league is built for everyone, you know? I mean, I'm sure at one point, I know Chad's been playing pool longer than I have. He's been playing pool his entire life. I know he tells me stories about how he played in college, and he's been playing since he was a kid, is my understanding. I don't know how young, but he's been playing a long time. But it's just, this league is just 110% built for everybody, regardless of handicap. And that's why I love the APA. I mean, you know, a lot of people frown upon the APA, which really doesn't make sense. That was a great shot into the side pocket. Great shot. And, you know, I don't get it. I don't understand, you know, you get people, oh, they don't give enough money back. And it's like, you know, guys, at the end of the day, oh, that was tough. I think he tried cheating that pocket a little to get a little more angle out of that and just overcut it a little. But he didn't leave Dana easy. I personally, here in Dana's position, to try and slow Chad down, I would be trying to play 2 rails into the 8 and spin the 8 ball, hold it tight to the rail and let the cue go long rail, short rail, and onto the 8. The reason I don't like doing it this, I don't know if he was trying to make that or not, but if he was trying to play safe, going that way, you have to hit the 8 too hard. And so now you're actually worried about where both balls are going, where the other way, you're hitting it soft enough so you know the 8's only going to move a little. So the only thing you got to focus on is getting the cue behind that 9 ball. When you hit banks, you know, safeties that hard, you have to worry about how many rails or what that ball's running into and what it's going to do. And it's very difficult to predict that sometimes to a T. You know, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Well, let's see what Chad, I'm going to presume he's putting this in this bottom right-hand pocket. Yep, just like that. What a shot. Got a difficult shot here on the 9-ball. Let's see what he comes up with. It is 13-5, guys. 13-5. I just realized that. That's my son shooting in the background. That's funny. I realized that when I was editing. Look at this bank. Here we go. Oh, nope. Hit a little too high. Hit a little too high. It's okay. Leaving Dana a shot. This is definitely a makeable ball. Dana could really use this, you know, kind of get his momentum going back his way. There's something you notice. If you... I should have paused that for a second. Something you really want to try and focus on if you have the ability, because obviously there are physical ailments that can prevent it. Oh man! Oh, did he get a little fortunate? Did he? Oh, look at that! 2 rails never fails. I like it. I like it. I like it. But so what I was saying is when you're lined up over a shot, one thing you always want to try and focus on is your chin doesn't have to be over the cue. Wherever your head position is over the cue, that's really comfort. You'll see pros that their heads, some are high, some chin are brushing the cue, some put it over their inside eye, some put it over their outside eye, depending on what eye dominant they are, left hand, right hand, whatever the reason is, right? But the one thing, if you ever watch a pro, that is always the same, and I'll bet you, I won't say all, but a good chunk of your top players in your area, their head's always straight. Now, Chad is going to have a hard time doing that because of his physical limitations. If you look, though, when Dana comes back to the table, which I'm sure he'll get an opportunity here, although Chad had a really good break there. Did he make the 8? He looked like he made the 8-ball. 1 ball cuts in the corner. 2 balls wide open. The question will be will he have the ability to get to the 3 from the 2 ball? That's going to be the key. Hit it with a good stroke. Oh, undercut it just a little. But he left him a shot. But you always want to get your head straight. Because if you ever turn your head and try and look down a line, if you start straight and turn your head, you'll notice that your eyes won't actually see the line the exact same way. So it's a very hard thing to line up down a cue which you're using as a straight line and hit it in a straight line if your head is not straight. Now, are there players that make it work? Yes. I would argue their skill level probably to an extent. But I do see it a lot out of lower players, and I try and, the players on my teams and such, I try and correct that. It is it's a big thing, and you'll be amazed how just straightening your head out will open up your field of view and will help you see lines better. That was a great kick by Chad. That was a good safety by Dana prior to that, too. Oh, that was off. That's surprising. That surprises me that he missed that. He looks like he's struggling. He almost looks like he might be a little frustrated, probably because of some of the shots he's missed, or just, I don't know, just looks, no. Like I said, I don't really interact that much with Dana. I've known his girlfriend / wife. I think they're married. I don't know if they're married. They may not be married. But I've known she was on my team first years ago, 2011, 2012, 2010 range, maybe 13, somewhere in there. Like that 10, 11, 12, 13 range. She got on my team. Her and a few of her friends got on my team back then, and she is stuck with APA while the rest of them have all kind of moved on to other things. And She's a 3, I believe. Miss Amanda. And here's Chad, which made a really good shot on that 1 ball, banking that in. Then a great shot on the 2. Had good shape, but missed the ball, unfortunately. That's close. I don't know if Dana can see that whole ball. He might be able to, but that's close. Forgive the little whiteout in the middle of the table. I'm still working on the getting the. Oh wow! Oh man, he hit that good too. That's crazy. I didn't think it was that straight. It looked like it rubbed the long rail first, but that was a good shot. I mean, a good shot. Chad getting the ball there. Coming on down, and let's see what Chad comes up with. So I'm playing this 1 rail to the middle of the table. I want to be on this side of the 50-yard line. Yep, that's perfect. That's exactly where I'd want to be. I would have played it to the other side of the pocket just so I could get closer. I don't know if Chad even worried about that, but I would have tried to push it through the left side of that pocket. That way I could push the cue ball down to the left towards the 6 ball to try and leave myself straighter, because this is a hard angle to make this ball and leave yourself a shot on the 7. This is difficult. Yeah, see that ball just wants to run. Now he can see the 7, but I mean, there's nothing easy about this shot. Middle of the table. You know, the 7's there, it goes, but it is not an easy shot. But Chad is up 21-5 currently. Let's see where this goes. Well, you tempted it. Cue ball is going to leave Dana a shot. Now, this is a makeable shot. This isn't an easy one either, though. I mean, that 7 ball is almost 2 diamonds to the middle of the table, diamond out of off the bottom rail. This isn't just a gimme shot. You got to make this. Hit it a little thick, which always tends to be the miss. Whenever you hear somebody say, I missed it on the pro side, it's because they overcut it. So the pros, whenever they play that, they're always playing that shot to the outside rail. They're playing to hit the outside point and make the ball fall. That way, if they overcut it a little, it hits the rail and goes back to the middle of the table and the cue ball's on the other end. Where if they undercut it just a little, it hits center pocket. That's what they refer to. That was a good shot by Chad. Let's see if we can get this down. But that's what they were referred to by missing like a pro. I don't miss like a pro. I miss like an amateur. I hang balls all the time. But that's just, figured I'd give that out there. Chad pockets the 9 ball. It is officially 24-5 in this race to 38 for Chad and 31 for Dana. Now, if you've made it this far and you're a new player and maybe you don't play APA 9 ball, or maybe you don't play APA at all and somehow you're just watching pool, you're over in Europe or whatever. 9 ball is 100% a point race, as you can see. The 1 through the 8 ball are 1 point. If you pocket a ball and you scratch, it's considered dead. The point counts for no one. If you jump a ball off the table, but the cue ball was a legal hit, so it was a good hit, then the object ball gets spotted closest to the dot in a straight line to the back rail, middle diamond. So if it can go on the dot, great. If it can't, it has to go in that line closest to the dot. It's possible. But it's not a foul. You gotta remember, APA is cue ball foul only. There we go, Dana, making the 1 ball, getting good shape on the 2. Like, this is good shape. He should be able to roll forward, have the 3 in the side. Looks like he has an angle pushing him into the 7. Yep, just like that. He wanted to probably roll just a hair further, which is fine. It's no big deal. But you know, this still hits the 9 ball, leaves the 4 in the corner. Okay, there you go. Look at that, banking it in. Dana getting it going. 3 balls in a row. That was a great shot. Roll forward on this, get up to the 5. I mean, 5 to the 6 isn't real easy because you got the 8 ball wanting to interfere. So that's going to be tricky. That was an interesting. I don't know why he shot it that way. I don't know why he didn't shoot it straight into the corner, unless maybe he miscued, which is possible. Chad definitely has enough. I would be playing this ball with center right English, maybe just a half a tip above center to get it to roll, because I actually want to be on the same side of the table the cue ball is currently on. That way I can go away from the 8 ball and use this bottom rail to get back down here to the 6. That's how I personally would be shooting this. I think Chad's probably going to have the same similar idea maybe. Oh man, he hit it good too. Got fortunate. Left Dana very difficult here. See what Dana comes up here. They're rubbing the lucky goatee, seeing if he can pull some of that luck out of the beard he's got there. My beard don't grow like that. My beard grows like a curly mess. Yeah, if you're coming to Vegas, you know, and you're watching this, let me know. I'd love to know who's watching this and coming to Vegas, and maybe we get lucky and we can meet up out there. I'm excited for Vegas. I'll be doing photography the entire time I'm out there for my personal business, as well as playing, as well as possibly trying to stream a few matches. This is Zach. So if you watched the previous match, Zach is a 7 that played James, had a really good match against James, but came up short. Zach is a good 7. He's a good coach too. You know, it's funny because I watch a lot of YouTube pool. And I just randomly watch pool. I love watching pool. And the one thing I see the most common is you'll see 7s and 6s and even 5s sometimes. They give a timeout to a lower player and they don't know how to communicate at that person's skill level. And I don't know if it's because that person maybe wasn't ever that skill level or they've just forgotten. But it's like, you know, I watched a 7 the other day walk up to a table to a 2 in 9 ball and say, yeah, just hit that first diamond with top left, you know, at 3/4 speed. And I'm sitting there playing this team and I'm sitting there as like, what are the odds that oh, look, he mass 8 at that, it looked like. Got the hit. What a shot. Didn't, you know, unfortunately didn't get a good roll out of it, but he got the hit, which means it's not ball in hand. But what are the odds as a 2? I mean, let's be brutally honest. Most 4s, 5s, and 6s, if you tell them to hit 75% strength, I mean, I'm a 9 and telling me that I couldn't hit 75% every time. It's just not, that's not part of my game that I practice to that extent, really. I mean, you know, I'm not a pro. You know, so it's like, you know, I've found the best way to describe hitting ball speed for lower players is hit this lag speed. Instead of pretending to get back to the bottom rail, only try and get to the top rail, like if you're lagging. So it's like I break down the table into soft would be just getting to the bottom rail. Lag is a normal shot, like a soft medium, if you will. Medium hard would be a lag plus getting back to the other end, and then hard is like a double lag. And that's just how I do that. Dana tried back cutting that. That was not an easy back cut. I would have probably tried to play a safety there, but Dana went for that one. Chad, look at this. God, man, he banks. That's the second back cut he's banked like that. Like a back cut bank, you know? Man, hits him like a pro. Pretty rudimentary right here. Just roll forward. Hopefully he gets, you know, even with the 6 so he can stop it and then back cut the 7 to get onto the 8. Oh, he played that with 7. Why? I don't. Oh, man, I hope he can see the 6. That's from this angle, it's hard to tell. It doesn't. I don't think he can. I mean, I think he can see it, but I don't think he can make it. I may be mistaken, but Chad is up 26-8 right now. So Chad needs 12 balls. Oh, wow, you can see the full. Man, fired it too. Just caught that outside. Did I catch the outside point? Well, came down a little low. No, this is not an easy shot for Dana. Stretched out. He should probably grab an extension or maybe even a bridge, in my opinion. This is another, in my opinion, I feel like, because at this point, Dana, you know he's got to be frustrated. Anybody playing this match can be like, they've missed shots they shouldn't. They scratched on a good shot on the 3 ball. This is a shot I feel that you need to try and play safe. Leave them hard and try and get back to the table at a better shot. Well, I mean, that worked out. Although the cue ball got to the other side. Never mind. That 6 goes. That 6 goes all day. Unfortunate, Dana's missing and he's not even really getting on the good side of rolls either. That always is a recipe for disaster. We've all had that match. Where it doesn't matter what you do, it's not right. You make a ball, you hook yourself. You don't make a ball, you leave the person straight in. Nothing is going right. And it happens. And you know what you got to do? You just sit there and grind through it and hope that you get a chance and the tables turn a little. That was a good try by Chad, by the way. Undercut it a little. Probably was a little worried about hitting the 7. It looked like the 7 probably had part of the pocket covered. But that was still a good attempt. Dana taking his time. I like him taking his time here. I don't know if this ball goes, but I like him taking his time here. Let's see what happens. Nope, hit the 7. Ah, look at that. A good roll. You got to take it. You're forced to. Good roll. Dana's up to 9. Let's see if we can make a good shot here on the 7 and finish out this rack. Come on, Dana. You got this. Line it up. I like where he's going with this. I would be hitting this about a half lag speed, literally just pocket speed, because I don't want, maybe a little harder than that, between a half lag and a full lag. He hit that a little firm. I don't like hitting it that hard because of this. If I miss the shot, I want that ball sitting like a half, middle diamond up the long rail. If I hit it that hard, you push it towards the, you have odds of doing this where you're leaving it almost dead in on a side pocket, which is with, shape to the 8. Chad hit that good. He hit it good. Little angle on the 8. He doesn't have to worry about following it in. Just pocket it in, roll forward. 9 ball goes in the side closest to us. And if Chad does that, he will be up 30-9. We have 1 dead ball in 17 innings currently. Not bad, not bad. Let's see what he's got. Nice shot. Good stroke. Good follow. I will tell you this, a little funny story about Chad. So in 2012? 2012. We go to Vegas for 8 ball. It's my first time in Vegas as a 7. Chad is out there for wheelchair, I believe it was. I think it was wheelchair he was out there for. Chad is up 30-9 with the break. So anyways, we're all up and down the strip and we walk. Chad's got his wheelchair. He just rolls. And me and him started borderline racing. And at one point, I got tired and he started to go by me and I just jumped on the back of his wheelchair and rode on the back of his wheelchair. If you know the area where the Riviera was when the APA used to be playing out of the Riviera. Oh, go 9 ball. Oh, almost got a 9 on the break. Look at that rainbow lineup though. 1 ball on the side rail, and unfortunately Dana does not have a shot at it. No, I don't even think the kick's that easy actually. So anyway, so I rode on the back from like the Palazzo and the Mirage. And to tell you, if you've been to Vegas at all over the years, you have the Wynn and the Encore. The Wynn was done and the Encore was just starting to really get built. So all that stuff that's there now was not there. And I rode all the way down to the Riviera. It was so funny. It was hilarious. That was a good try by Dana. That's a tough kick, because you're trying to kick that with pace, so that way you don't just, sell out by just tapping it and leaving him square, So but it's hard when you kick with pace. It changes the line, and sometimes it's hard to adjust. That 1-2 is a nice setup. I think if he stops the cue right here, back cuts the 2 in. Right there into the same pocket he's taking the 1 in. The cue's going to come out 2 rails and leave himself the 3, and you got the 3, 4, 5 right there. I mean, I don't mind that. That's not bad. It's going to be a little bit, I can't see the line, but I'm guessing he's going to have to roll forward. I don't think he can just stop the ball. Let's see what he does, though. Yep, see, look, there's that extension. You'll see. So this will take a second. That was Chet. That's one of his teammates. Obviously, Chad does not rack for himself. So if he ever loses the rack, one of his teammates come out and rack for him. So yeah, that's Chet bringing out. Look at that. So that white ring is the end of his cue. Look how long this extension is for him. Like that is a real extension. That it might be 3 feet long. I think right now he's evaluating how he wants to hit this. Yeah, that's got to be 3 feet long. That is such a long extension. Oh, he was straight. He did stop it. Okay. And then Chad will come out and it screws right into the end of his shaft, so he doesn't have to do anything. And Chad will just unscrew it for him and be on about his merry business. Thank you, Chet. We appreciate you, buddy. Good old Chet Speed. He was on 1, 2, 3 or 4 of my teams that we went to Vegas on. I think it was 3 or 4 of them. He was a 6, I was a 7, and we were a dangerous combo. We went through one tournament where me and him won every match we played. And it was before the new 3-point rule. Great shot by Chad, by the way, on that 3 ball. So it was where just a win is a point. And we played the same 3 players through the whole tournament. And we never got more than 1 win out of the 3 players. So me and Chad we'd get 1 win, and me and Chad always, look at that combo. Good combo. Did he get easy? Yep, you're good. So that'll be 5 more dead. Chad needs 3 balls. It is 35-9. But yeah, we won that tournament, and me and Chet had to win every round. We could not lose a match, and we played a couple teams that had 2 7s, and that was a crazy weekend. That was 2013. I remember that. That was a good year. I had to come to Vegas and play with one eye because the day we came to Vegas, my contact got stuck in my eye. Oh, Dana. Oh, that's frustrating. That's frustrating. I don't know what was said there, but he's frustrated. I will tell you that I try not to watch these matches live. And when I'm editing them, I'm really not paying attention much to the match. That way, when I'm watching it with you guys. Good shot on the one there. A little hard, in my opinion. Little hard. I think he could have played it a little softer, but still, not bad. He can make this, come off the 4, get back over to this rail, be on the 3, and 2-3 ball it out. See what he does. But yeah, my contact came out, and it pulled. Look at this. Oh, he almost made it. It pulled that top layer of film that your eye has on it. And within 2 hours, it looked like I was looking out I was in like a sauna, like it was just fog. So my entire trip in Vegas, I had a patch on. And I had to play with one eye. And you want to talk about difficult? Holy crap, man. Going from seeing with two eyes perfectly clear to one eye trying to play, that was a tough shot by Dana. It's tough. You can just, yeah. When it rains, it pours sometimes, unfortunately. But that was a tough trip to Vegas. But we still had a blast. We had fun. We went out there, and we didn't go out 0-2, I don't think. I think we got to 127th. I think we won one and then lost two, I believe, or lost one, won one, and then lost one. I don't remember. Something like that. Well, he didn't make it, but he left it in a terrible spot. So Chad needs 2 balls. Dana's on the 2. So this shot I like, and I will tell you this. So I like this shot. The way he hit that, I would have personally, although this worked out for him, I would have hit the right side of the 2 and tried to put the cue ball down below that 9-7. This worked out for him. It worked out amazingly well. I just would have hit that differently. That's not a bad way to hit it, though. And it's not the right or the wrong way. It's just the way I would have done it. That's all. I really probably should start doing that. Watch the match in its entirety. Because I probably could have put a little graphic up showing you what I would have done. Chad tried kicking at that. Didn't quite get down to it. Oh, maybe. No, ran out of speed. So it's ball in hand to Dana. So he's got the 2 ball and the 3 ball, but the 4 ball's on the opposite end. So this is tough because, getting position from the 2 to the 3 and then down to the 4, like that's not an easy. That's not just you don't just get shaped to that. So you gotta intentionally want to do this. You want to pull this cue back, if the way he's doing it. Oh, maybe he's playing top. Why is he playing? I don't know what he's doing. I'm not sure why he's playing top here. Oh wow. Okay, that's why. Hit it good. Did he get past it? No, man. He was trying to get to the other side of the table to have this in the side would be my presumption, which is not a bad idea. That's actually a really good idea. I personally would have just drew the 2 ball back a foot and left myself an angle going to the far rail just so I have a chance to get to that side of the 4 ball. I think he was trying to play safe there. Maybe he was trying to combo that 8, but I doubt it, judging. Maybe he was trying to bank it. I don't know. But it is 10-36. Chad needs 2 balls. And let's see what we get here. Chad doing his little adjustments. The little micro adjustments. It's a good shot. 3 is down and pretty much straight in on the 4. He's just got to pocket the 4 and that will be it. So, like I said, Chad has a movie, the documentary. When that comes out, I will be sharing that on my YouTube channel. And Chad puts it away. Look at that, 38-10. Now, mind you, Dana did not shoot near his best, obviously. But Chad won 18-2, and that says something. I hope you guys like this video. If you liked it, like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. Hit the bell notification so you see when my videos come on next time. And you folks have a great one until the next time. Bye.